Social media is confusing. We talk with executives every day who are starting to understand the value of social media, yet are uncertain how to translate that value into bottom line results. The most common question we get asked is, how do I make this work for my business? To answer that question, we brought together some experts. 1 professor plus 2 practitioners equals 3 lessons in smart social media.
A lot of executives and a lot of folks will approach it as, oh, we need a Facebook page, and that's completely wrong.
Or starting a Twitter channel because you have a campaign and you're tweeting like crazy but you're not responding, or you start something and then you don't populate it.
And also they see one success story in an isolated context and try to apply that to themselves. So a professional B2B firm doesn't need to dress up somebody in a minotaur and release 1,000 YouTube videos, and unfortunately that's still happening. So I think a lot of people have forgot about marketing, of let's figure out who our target market is and what messages are relevant to them and execute that, as opposed to looking at the gimmick first rather than the strategy. I think there's still quite a bit of experimenting on what's right for each company. There's definitely not one size fits all.
We have this huge network of over 400,000 employees in 170 countries. And so many smart people. So what we're trying to do is leverage that network.
With GM, Chrysler, and Ford, consumers actually never have direct contact with the manufacturer. It's always through a dealer. But now, through social media, you can have that authentic communication with the engineers, the product development specialists that are behind the scenes, and get really great affiliation with the brand itself in addition to the dealer services.
It's amazing how many people will respond to who immediately just wanted their beef to be heard and to be sent on to someone else, and we've turned them around. At the same time, you really want to engage your loyalist. There are so many people who like our companies and our brands, and so we should really try to give them the content, the access to really increase that loyalty to our companies.
And we got 10 ideas, and that turned into multi-billion-dollar businesses today for us, right? And that came out of social media internally and collaborating and having an open platform and letting people talk to each other.
It's going to depend on who your customers are, where you want to go, and try to find that right combination. So I think the most important thing is get out and try, but make sure you learn from those trials, because nobody hits a home run round 1. But make sure every time you get a little bit smarter, track it back to your objectives, and ROI can be one of those. And even if your ROI calculations have some error around them, you'll see if they're trending up or down as you start experimenting and getting things out the gates.
You have all these different aspects of your organization, whether that's business processes or different functions in your business, and if they come together, then that's where you get the most value out of social media.
So my recommendation is not to be afraid. You don't have to necessarily hire an expert. I think what you can do is learn and become an expert and then listen to others.
For more information, go to EngageNetworks.com.